have been separated from the men, even though they say there are no minors in African football. But then, if you are not at the African Cup of Nations right now, maybe we can say you're a minor.
Sure.
It's now the big boys that are left, just 8 of them. And this weekend, they'll do battles, and 4 will be left after that. This is the quarterfinals of the African Cup of Nations. But of course, we start with our country, Nigeria. They say charity begins at home. And if you look at it, you see that we are all green.
You're all green.
Let's talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Funny enough, the Foxes of Algeria, who is the opponent, also is green. So it's green versus green. Let's talk about first. What are the expectations for the Super Eagles of Nigeria for this game? How do we approach this game?
Well, if you look at this game,
Because most believe that this is their first major test.
Yeah.
of the tournament.
If you look at it, right now, they are, like I said, they are no millions, they are not underdogs right now. I think this AFCON shows that people are actually serious. Teams are
Looks like
serious.
Mozambique was an underdog.
Yeah, definitely they are
But
they are underdogs. Yeah, so if you look at the teams are serious right now, look at the teams in the quarterfinals. Most of them are in the top 8 in Africa. So that shows you how competitive the AFCON is this year. And so if you look at Algeria, for Algeria, for me, I've always been saying it. I've not really seen any test for Algeria in this AFCON. Yeah, they scored 3 goals in their first game against Sudan. But then if you look at the other games, scored 1 goal against Burkina Faso, scored 1 against Equatorial Guinea, and scored 1 against DR Congo.
But one very late.
Yeah, one late goal.
Score.
So if you look at it, they've not done much going forward this in this AFCON. But defensively, they've been solid. They've kept 3 clean sheets. But then they've not really been tested as well. So if you look at Nigeria's attack, it's more players that are scoring goals. They're scoring goals. We are the highest goal scoring team in this tournament. So it's more like a defense versus attack in the quarterfinal right now. And we have Ademola Lookman, we have Akko Adams, we have Victor Osimhen, and 3 of them, I think
It will be giving them
it will be from the
passes
middle.
from the
Line breaking pass.
So with these guys, I feel there should be enough test for Lucas Zidane, who is their goalkeeper. Though he wasn't before coming into this tournament, he wasn't meant to be their first choice goalkeeper, but their first choice got a tore his ACL. So Lucas Zidane was the one who they called up, who is actually playing for Granada in the Segunda division in Spain. They called him up to come and play for Algeria, and he just switched allegiance to Algeria in September. So it's a good privilege, and he has not really been tested in this tournament. So the trial definitely the trial of Lookman, Osimhen, and Akko Adams should be enough test for Lucas Zidane and the Algerian defense.
Okay, let's talk about our defense, because Fahad kept talking about our attack. Yes, we know our attack is great, highest goal scoring team, but then our defense, Mozambique practically was the first game that we kept a clean sheet. How worried are you about our defense against Mahrez, against all these Algerian attacking players?
Look, watching Algeria matches, it's not as if they're also an A team in the attack. They look average in the attack. Even in their last game, I think Mahrez was later subbed off, and so that shows you Mahrez is not the Mahrez we used to know at Manchester City. Age has been joining with age and everything. So I still believe even if I'm not going to keep a clean sheet, I don't see Algeria scoring that much from our team, from our side. So because one way or the other, they'll be busy trying to contain our attack. So and that will be our strength. And like they say, attack is the best way of defense. So
any changes you expect from the starting 11?
Well, I don't really expect any changes. The players, the attackers might have had a scuffle in their last game.
Well, it's not
but I still don't see.
You don't separate that.
I still don't see that being a reason enough for the coach to actually drop probably Victor Osimhen or an Ademola Lookman. So I still think we will start
same starting 11.
Yeah, same starting 11.
you don't change your winning side.
Yeah, you don't break what is not you don't fix what is not broken. Yeah, so you just look like that.
All right, we'll get to the predictions later, but then let's talk about quickly Cameroon against Morocco. Well,
this honestly that's a funny one. It's one that I can't really predict. I can't really say, oh, this team is actually going to win. Because if you look at Morocco,
but historically Cameroon is good at sending out hosts.
Yeah. from tournament. Well, if you look at this game against Morocco, they themselves, I won't say, yeah, they've been winning games, but they've not really been convincing. Yeah, they've not been convincing performance-wise. Yeah, I think they mostly relied on Brahim Diaz's brilliance to actually win. You look at the game against Tanzania. It had to take Brahim Diaz to actually unlock the defense. And after that, they didn't feel like they could unlock the defense again. Even after Brahim Diaz left, they didn't really create clear-cut chances to unlock the Tanzanian defense again. So I just feel it's more like they're riding on the Brahim Diaz block. So if Cameroon are able to carve out Brahim Diaz away from the game, I feel they will stand a chance. But then they still have Ayub El Kabi, who is the master of bicycle kick. So I feel there's an Ayub El Kabi in there somewhere, and there's also an Ashraf Hakimi, who is a very good crosser of the ball, and he's a very good right back, and he's their captain. He's a good motivator for them.
You see the master of that.
Yeah, so
can also perform the bench.
They still have quality in there as well. But then if you look at Cameroon, their side, they don't really go with this. They don't play this tiki-taka, this sex football. They are traditional. They are traditional. They go traditional. Yeah, they go from back to front in a matter of seconds. They go long. So yeah, they have Mbeumo as well. They have Eta Young. They have Kufan as well, who is very good. He was very good against South Africa.
Yes,
so
yes.
they took their chance against South Africa and dumped out South Africa. So right now they're going against the host nation in Morocco, and they'll be looking to dump out Morocco. And let's not
Cameroon also have a very good goalkeeper.
Yeah, they have.
Let's not forget that.
No. Don't get your one game.
And the sweetest part of this quarterfinal AFCON is, three of the fixtures is West versus North Africa, and most especially when you're having a fixture like that, it's always a nice one. It's always because West Africa will come with the physicality, while the North Africa will come with the fluidity and everything. So it's going to be a nice time.
Okay, let's talk about another West African versus North African game. Egypt versus Ivory Coast. This is one of the games that you can't really say.
Well, I think looking at this game, I think Ivory Coast is in a better position. Looking at their performance so far in this competition, and looking at Egypt's performance in this competition, Egypt has been.
I'm not jealous cooking.
He's in form right now. He's one of the favorites to win the MVP of this competition. And Ivory Coast generally has been fantastic, even though they are using overage players. If permit me to use overage players in their midfield with the likes of Frank Kessie, Seko Fofana, Sangare, even Conan. All those guys are still in that team. But anyways, they've been having a very good performance in this competition. So I think they're in a good position against Egypt.
Well, for me, for Ivory Coast, I feel they have players that are on the other side of 30s. But then if you look at the players that are coming up, we have Inau in their midfield, who was very, very good in their last game against Burkina Faso. They've got Amad Diallo, they've got Yan Diomande, who's playing for RB Leipzig. These are players that are talented players, and they are coming up and they are playing very well for their clubs right now. And they also bring it into the tournament. So I think for Egypt, they've not really been good in this tournament, like the other teams. So this would be like the biggest test for them against Ivory Coast. So I think if the likes of Omar Mamouche, likes of Salah, the likes of Trezeguet, they need to play. They need to start coming into the game, so that if they want to actually beat Ivory Coast, these guys need to start. They need to step up. Salah needs to step up. Yeah, Salah has not really been fantastic in this tournament.
That's not a couple of goals.
Yeah, but performance-wise, he has not really been fantastic.
Okay, and finally, the one that most people want to say more straightforward, Senegal against Mali. Senegal
gets it. I mean, Mali cannot.
Tunisia way. We know that Tunisia will go good at.
Mali cannot ride their luck twice, so Senegal gets it.
All right, let's go to the predictions now. So straight up predictions. We start with the last. Senegal Mali. 3 goals in for Mali. Senegal.
What?
Senegal. 3 goals in for Senegal.
Mali's goalkeeper is one of the best goalkeepers in this competition.
But you can't have likes of Jackson, Mane, Ndiaye, Pape Gueye in the.
I'm going for a penalty shootout.
Ismail Assar.
I'm going for a penalty shootout.
I'm going for a Mali 3-0. Senegal 3-0.
Really think Mali can hold Senegal along? Yes. Okay, Cameroon, Morocco.
Morocco. It is a top one.
Yeah.
It's a top one.
In the quarterfinals, it has to be small. It has to be tough.
I'm going with penalty shootout.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going penalty. Yeah, I'm going penalty start. Yeah.
You are victory?
1-0 to Cameroon.
1-0 victory to Cameroon. So the host crashes out in the round in the quarterfinals. Egypt to Cote d'Ivoire.
I'm going to Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire. 2 goals to 0.
Cote d'Ivoire. Cameroon. Let's go 1-2.
Okay, the one where you need to ask. But let me ask it this way: by how many goals will Nigeria defeat Algeria?
Wow.
Algeria, Nigeria, or Nigeria, Algeria?
I'll go with the Nigeria 3-1 win.
2-1, very close.
Yeah, we are scoring 3 goals.
So according to the guys here, the semi-finalists would be
Nigeria.
Senegal, Morocco, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire. And if it happens that way, the semi-final games will be Nigeria against Cameroon and Cote d'Ivoire against Senegal. I already said it. I see Nigeria Cote d'Ivoire again in the final. But let's wait until then. You've heard our predictions. Let us know what you are predicting. The prediction for the winners and of course the semi-finalists. Let's have it in the comment section. And remember to like, to share,